Alright, well, I guess that counts. Hi! Let me get some music. I haven't set up my drink yet. I am in a weird state of mind today. I'll probably pretty much immediately get, like, right into it. I want to just skip to here, I think, today. For those that haven't been keeping up, yesterday we had a proper test stream on a different set. And it went rather well, and I finally did that tag tier list that I promised you guys, like, a year ago. This. Because I need to make sure that this is set up to where OBS isn't eating shit. Let me mute real quick in order to actually shake this up, and then I think we'll just go straight into it. I can yap while we're playing. I found a really good way to power level. Which I'll talk about once we get in. Let me... But yeah, I'm in a bit of an odd state of mind today. I did decide to go with big guns, especially considering we've got super mutants to deal with again. And I ran a test, but I didn't realize that I also didn't have to really run that test because, as it turns out, there are roving super mutant bands. I say roving, they're random encounters. I also found MacGyver while I was exploring. Which is apparently, like, a set area where he spawns. I don't know if he's, like, a set area or if he spawns randomly and then stays there afterward. He's worthless to me now because I got combat armor elsewhere. Also, I have a lot of fucking caps because big weapons give good money. And I did a lot of grinding. I suppose that my best grinding method wasn't actually, like, weapon involved. Because Death Claws give, like, 5k a pop. Between 3 and 5k a pop for random encounters. So I power leveled. I used a lot of cheese, but I power leveled. Let me actually get the game going. I love how that, like, immediately broke my freaking V-Bridger when that booted up, by the way. V-Bridger immediately did the weird thing that it does, where it... decenters itself and the edges start flickering. I have no idea why V-Bridger in particular does that, but it does it. I don't know how to really mitigate that. How's that? Over to this? Ahem, over to this? Thank you. Oh, it doesn't actually show my level on this. I'm like level 25 or something like that. 26? I picked up strong back because I was getting a lot of heavy weapons. And my barter is so high at this point because I freaking power leveled everything else. Also, I did something and I don't know if it was related to one of the random encounters or a bug, but I have 10s now, which I don't feel like is supposed to happen. However, I'm not going to complain because the game's fucking difficult. Also, I can't sell these to the one dude in front of, like, everything anymore. Because he just says, "Welcome back, newbie," every time that I talk to him. So I just sold them, and everyone else only buys them for, like, a single. Let's... I mean, technically I don't have to save here. Okay, I am maxed out on... I am reloaded on that. But basically everything below this line and to the left of this line is either super mutants heading... Aside from rad scorpions, because we still have fucking rad scorpions. And mole rats, for some reason. Most of the random encounters are either super mutants heading east, which are like 3k a pop, 2 to 3k a pop, or death claws, which are 3 to 5k a pop. So I leveled up 3 times? I was upping my big guns as I went along, but then I tagged big guns with tag, and then I got a few more levels, and I think that was after the 10 thing happened. And there was this perk called Divine Something that changed how often I get perks from every 4 levels to every 3 levels. I got that. And then we freaking... the word I'm looking for. Camp of Mutants. It is very dark. I'm putting you guys over here. Come here. Technically, I could have left Mutt back, home. Are you able to carry the rest of these? No. Oh, right, because you're... These are worthless. These don't freaking go into the laser rifle. Laser rifle is microfusion cells. Oh, right. Wait here. Wait here. Swap into this. Go talk to him. Run inside. Like I said, I did run like a test of sorts. And by that I mean I have done this entire encounter already, technically. I turn off always run. Save game over cheese. I sneak. I sneak into here. I swap out. Okay, good. They're still safe. And since my big gun is... my big guns is at, 150, I think. I just never miss. I don't know what range I will start missing with it, but... I was gonna say, what hostile creatures? Can I hit him from here? Yeah, target is completely out of range from there. Oh! He's at an extreme range, so he actually isn't just immediately rinsed. And now he's no longer at extreme range. I think that's all of them. He didn't even freaking register that I was there this time. Plasma cannon. Yoink. There's no real point in taking the miniguns, I've found out. Because literally no one has the money to properly buy them. I will take a rocket launcher for a novelty purpose. Just so I have one. But yeah, it's amazing what the difference between level... whatever we left on the other day. Or yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. Yesterday was the Blue Twitch stream. Can I talk to my ally? Now, my only hope is that there aren't really any inside. I mean, if there are, I can deal with them. They really did just freaking smash every single computer around here, though. Freaking Sebastian was right. Oh, yeah. They're definitely, There aren't really that many, though. Like, compared to Mariposa that had, like, 6 times this number in a single room. Let them funnel through. If I wasn't already, like, cheesing due to the game cheating on its own, I'd probably be worried about the fact that this removes, like, 90% of the challenge from the game. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. At this point, I am effectively at late game levels. And by that I mean I think that I'm above the point that most, never know which one of these are locked. You actually succeeded a lock? $100 lockpick, by the way. Can you carry this? Can you carry this? Can you carry these? Fucking flare. I don't think I've ever actually found a use for flares, to be honest. Alright, let's see here. Can I trade you these? Fuck. How much is power armor? How much does power armor weigh? I really want that. Cool. Sick. £42. Unfortunately, it doesn't increase my carry weight. Because I don't know if power armor even gives a strength bonus in classic Fallout. But even if it did, I can't go above 10 strength, so it doesn't matter. Knock knock, ghoul boy. Ghoul severely beaten and has some open wounds. He must be suffering with immense pain. You know him. You can't remember anything concrete, but you surely know him. Do I really see you, or is this a dream? My friend, I guess I never really thought I'd ever see you again. I'm happy that we could meet again, and especially that we can talk. What are you talking about? Do you know me? Also, this ghoul says friend? Every other ghoul has, like, been hyper hostile to me. Don't you recognize me? Has it been such a long time? Or did the hunters rough me up that much? It's me, Thomas, your friend. I got caught with a huge blow to the head and I lost my memory. I can barely recall my own name. You forgot everything. Ugh. You don't even know who you are and what's going on? They're trying to kill you. The rebirth is going after you. But you're still alive. I'm happy for that. Who are they? What is this rebirth? The rebirth is, or at least should be, a salvation of all ghouls. It's still being joined by a lot of people marked by radiation. Its numbers are still growing. Rebirth promises what every single one of them wishes for the most. Never dreamed would be possible. What's that? The main rebirth base, a pre-war research facility. There's a machine that can cure tissue damage by radiation. It can turn a ghoul into a normal, healthy human. But it's not that simple. For each one of those reborn ghouls, one or more others are needed. Donors not so affected by radiation. That's why the rebirth raids towns and villages, plunders them, and takes away their inhabitants. So they're no better than the super mutants at this point. What do I have to do with all that? You're the evidence of all that. You're the 13th reborn. You fought for the rebirth. Used to be a ghoul before you entered the machine and became a healthy human again. At least for some time. You don't like what he says, but you can't get rid of the feeling that it's the truth. Indicated by the memories that are starting to surface. But you can't get a hold of any of them. Can't recall anything specific. When suddenly you look into the mirror, your face is marked by radiation and mutations. You see uncovered flesh and pulsating tissue that you touch with your right hand, barely covered by the skin. The memory. Thomas is telling the truth. That. You forgot everything, so listen well. I was in a group that knew about the machine from various records, from our own past before the war. We searched for it with the desire to become normal humans again. We were a bunch of scientists and their escort. We eventually found the place with that machine, but we weren't there first. First was the man that nobody calls other than the Savior now. Told us that he performed surgery on himself, transplanted vital organs and tissue from frozen stacks of the research laboratories himself. I really wish that this text was larger. I selected the text to be larger and everything, and it's not. I cannot fucking read this standard, let alone with my added dyslexia. Eddie entered the machine and became reborn. He was the first. The fact that he was able to do that all by himself was something so amazing that it was probably the reason he became our leader. Instead of us taking revenge on him when he told us that it probably damaged the machine during the treatment and thus delayed the rebirth for all of us. But the machine doesn't work properly. Only the most knowledgeable know this, mostly the scientists who try to fix the machine. They try everything. They run tests on kidnapped humans. Even I took part in some sick things. The rest of the ghouls of the rebirth believe that they can be cured right now, and that we're just waiting to get enough donors to make them reborn all at once. For now, one ghoul a year is being reborn for the rest to see that it's possible to still believe and be able to fight for it. That's how the Savior explained it. But is one sacrifice a year for the rebirth of all, in contrast with those who die for the same thing in battle. But my friend, these repaired bodies slowly deteriorate. They can withstand some time, depending on the quality of donors, but eventually the body falls apart. The reborn dies in pain. It's your destiny as well. I'm sorry. Gotta be something that can be done about it. I'm sorry. I never wished for you to be the one, but the reborn are chosen by the Savior himself. Officially, it's a reward, for merit, or the rebirth. But who knows what really bases his choice on. Actually, it may be partly my fault. You could see our friendship was a threat, since you, unlike me, didn't know that the machine doesn't work properly. It was awful for me to see you feel so honored and happy to be reborn. Then even worse when it happened. Your enthusiasm grew greater and greater. No wonder you were once again a healthy human being. Fulfillment of what every goal of the rebirth wishes for. I couldn't take it and told you the truth. At first you didn't believe me, but the evidence convinced you. Later I almost felt bad for it, because it didn't change anything about your condition. Without knowing what awaits you in the end, you could have at least lived happily. What happened next? You wanted to run away from everything, to live the rest of your days in peace, alone. I tried to talk you out of it, but then the Savior found out that you knew the truth and wanted to imprison you. In that case, you wouldn't be able to run away, so I helped you out. Since then, I've only heard rumors about you from units that were searching for you. Savior pronounced you a traitor who would to be disposed of mercilessly. Sent a lot of people after you, and even put the annual rebirth on hold. Nobody has stepped into the machine since you. I've been at large for like a decade because of how much I've been running around grinding XP. I get that you guys are functionally immortal, but like, there's gotta be more than a few ferals that have like lost their minds as a result of that hope being thrown away for an entire decade. Luckily, they didn't find out that I helped you escape. I only got into trouble for telling you the truth. Their truth. Their truth? It's something you didn't know. Nobody knows. I investigated some more and I found out that he goes silent in pain. One of the wounds in his head starts to bleed. He places a hand on it. You find out. The machine never worked any better. It simply can't. The degradation of tissue is inevitable. Nothing can be done about it. We're looking for a defect that doesn't even exist. Trying to fix a machine that isn't broken. We didn't find out any records about the machine, so we assumed that the computer was bugged or damaged. But the complex was shut down without any problems, without any damage. Somebody deleted the files, but I managed to save at least something. Found out that the Savior is lying. How so? I don't know why. I have no idea what his deal is, but he couldn't have survived for so long had he transplanted tissues from the laboratory supplies. Maybe some people came along with him with a minimum radiation damage. In that case, he could be alive even today. Might be the case. Anyway, he's destined to die of cell structure decay as well. Trying to prove it with my colleagues. But of course, they didn't believe me. Much to the contrary, I lived in fear of being declared a traitor. So I ran away, hoping that I would find somebody who would be able to stop it. Maybe I was even hoping to find you. Stop it? Don't you understand? They'll continue to try to fix the machine, run tests on kidnapped humans and soldiers of the Rebirth. They'll continue to kidnap more until they have enough to provide the Rebirth for everybody. And if they use the machine, they sacrifice their lives as well because they won't be able to survive for long. I've survived for a decade. Their dedication is so strong that they can barely be stopped. And they're still growing strong. Numbers of the Rebirth are growing. And they're able to require more deadly weapons. That's the sign of destruction for all humans. Normals and ghouls. What have we done? You have to stop it. I can't do anything anymore. You might. What should I do? Kill the Savior. Perhaps... Oh no, that wouldn't stop them. You have to destroy their hope. Stomp out their dreams to remove what they're fighting for. You have to destroy the machine of the Rebirth and the whole research facility to prevent anyone from trying something like this again. We ghouls are destined to suffer. Nothing to be done about it. How can I go on my own against the whole Rebirth? I don't know, my friend. I'm sorry. I did what I could, but it's not enough. You achieved a lot. You survived. And got so far without even knowing who you are. Maybe you can do even something so impossible. I can only point you in the right direction. And give you some advice on how to get in without a fight. Tell me then. Show me the map. Here. With much effort and obvious pain, he raises a hand full of bruises and points to the map, with his only unbroken finger. If you show them the talisman of the Rebirth and tell them the password, New Life, they'll let you through. You just have to wear something that covers your whole body. They won't notice that you're not a ghoul. A robe or power armor, perhaps. The same applies to anybody who's with you. During my escape, I hid my robe in a pile of stones near the entrance. To look more inconspicuous during my travels. Maybe you'll be able to find it. Now go. Don't waste your time with me. I'm nobody and will die soon. Alright, I'm leaving. Go and do what you must. Even if you won't succeed, someone at least has to try and stop it. Goodbye. Firstly, reload this. Sorry, old friend. Barely working. Oh, it was a computer terminal that's actually not dead. Computer appears to be operational, but you can't work with it because the monitors are broken. There's a holodisk attached to it. Judging by the green control light, there's some data stored on it. $169. Forward base. Mild rebirth activity in the area. February of this year still persists once again. Completed a last batch of doctor's tests. We'll attach a second holodisk with the results. Do not have any more test subjects right now. I have to thank the excellent scouts have caught lone rebirth ghoul on the wastes due to previous failures in gathering information. I'm going to take care of this tomorrow and interrogating him personally. 22 minutes of interrogation. Ghoul finally started talking, gave us a lot of important and serious information. Rebirth has a base in a Vault Tech research complex, which contains a machine capable of regenerating tissue, which is thus able to transform even a ghoul into a pure human. However, this procedure requires donors from among the genetically pure humans. This is the reason for the rebirth raids in human towns and villages. Sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. I made sure the ghoul would not be able to lie to us. Of course, mutants cannot really become truly pure humans. Not even such advanced pre-war technology can do the impossible. Transformation is only temporary. After some time, depending on the genetic purity of the donors, the organism collapses, and the body literally falls apart. But the rebirth is led by a madman called the Savior. Let himself be transformed as the first and keeping a large part of the rebirth in his belief that the machine works as imagined. And a machine in a smaller, more informed part in the belief that the machine is malfunctioning and that they must find out how to repair it. And for that, all the ghouls are willing to fight for him. We already know this information. Only transform one mutant per year, thus pure humans die mainly as a result of heinous experiments meant to fix the machine. Last transformed mutant, the 13th Reborn, as they themselves call it, discovered part of the truth and managed to escape. That's the reason for the increased activity of the rebirth in the north, as they're looking for him. Her capture would certainly be useful, thus. However, she looks like a normal pure human. She's only recognizable by her Vault jumpsuit with the number 13 on it. Signifying the order of her transformation, unless she got rid of it. It's also possible that she already died as a consequence of the transformation. However, it's more important to attack the base of the rebirth as soon as possible to stop their atrocities. Managed to gain not only its location, but also information concerning how to get inside without a fight. Security measures are weak. Mutants could not handle anything difficult. It's enough to mask one's appearance. For example, wearing a robe or a suit of power armor and use the password New Life. Location recorded on map. Given the importance of the findings, I'm sending a group with my report to Albuquerque tomorrow instead of the usual date. Main base was informed of our success during the interrogation by radio. Sending the report will have to wait. Our scouts have discovered a group of super mutants headed to our position. Need every last man, and I also don't want the report to fall into their hands by accident. As soon as we take care of the super mutants, I will head to Albuquerque with the report personally. Yeah, we saw how that went. One of my men tried to run away to avoid the battle. I shot him. Super mutants will attack soon. Not intelligent enough for any tactics besides simply throwing themselves at us. We'll handle them easily. Yeah, unfortunately they had a Nightkin with them. Hey Frogchat, how you doing tonight? God, my throat is freaking shredded from ghoul. Yeah. Thank God he didn't have more lines. Also, where did they get all the freaking goo? I'd like to show up here in daytime. Oh, rebirth base is over there. Oh boy, mantises? Fuck off, dude. I'm almost curious as to how many mantises I get down here, but... Shit. Actually, there was a downstairs area over here. Oh, no, this is the same building that's over here, is what this is. Weird that it's modeled over on that side. I'm already healed. I don't need to Rest until healed. Hopefully I don't get my power armor taken. Hopefully this isn't a situation of... like the Outcasts where they're like, oh, sorry, you can't wear our armor, blah, blah, blah. I think I already have a real gun, but go off, I guess. 9K. Sir, have you not restocked your money? Have you not restocked anything somehow? But you haven't restocked. That's weird. Alright, let's save, because I really don't want to just freaking immediately aggro everyone, because they freaking... in character see my Vault 13 jumpsuit or whatever. Take a look. Really, I'll take a look immediately. Quickly connects the holodisc and reads the contents. Worse than I ever imagined. The insane mutants believe they can cure themselves. But all they accomplish is killing scores of genetically pure humans. Only a sick mutant could come up with a plan like that. But now, course is clear. We must stop them. For the sake of all pure humans, we must kill that savior and destroy their base. Now that we know where it is, we can finally attack. And I'm sure you want to take part in the attack. Sure do. Excellent. I will send a few hunters to hide near the entrance and wait for you. Together, we will attack and put an end to the ghoul's foolish plan. Here's 2,000 caps, so you can properly equip yourself for the assault. Hey, Ovi, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? We are under attack! Also, thanks for the follow, 42. Also, ignore the fact that you're peeking behind the curtain. The only way I can capture this game is by capturing my monitor. And, unfortunately, ad happened at the exact same time. Yeah, okay, that checks out. For those that are lucky enough to be affected by... lucky enough to be affected by Twitch's adpocalypse currently going on, I'm Nasu Amaya. I'm an interdimensional archivist VTuber from the world of Syncope. I'm also an artist. I drew and rigged all of my own models, and we are currently doing Fallout 1.5. We're in, like, the end game. Okay, well, apparently ad jail is actually happening, so I'm going to pee real quick, and then I'll go through my whole spiel again. What message could you possibly mean? Also, welcome back from, ad break, ad jail, whatever you want to call it. That being said, back through the spiel, because, of course, ad break decided to happen right as the raid was happening. I'm Nasu Amaya. I'm an interdimensional archives VTuber from the world of Syncope. Also, as is probably evident from the fact that this has been running the whole time you were gone, I'm also an artist. I drew and rigged my own model, did the entire background, and then obviously the art slideshow over there. And currently we are doing Fallout 1.5, which is a mod for Fallout 2, which takes place in New Mexico. And we're in the end game, it appears? I'm not entirely sure if we're about to do the final encounter or if we have a little bit extra. But the implication is that we're about to go take down BBEG for the mod. I appreciate it. I need to honestly refine what's on the slideshow, because some of it's very old. It would be nice. 5,000. I don't need 5,000, I have 30k. You definitely deserve them for fighting against mutants. You'll also receive a suit of power armor. Who am I supposed to give it to? The only other companion that I know of in this entire mod, aside from the dog, that is human, only follows evil characters. And that didn't work. He fought me in the middle of the streets. The current companion that I have refuses to wear anything other than a stupid jacket. Leave nothing to chance during the attack on the rebirth. Krieg will give it to you. Okay, well, I don't... if I don't talk to him, I don't get handed power armor. That's 45 pounds that doesn't get put into my pocket. When you only have 2 companions and one of them is restricted to evil alignment, and the other one refuses to wear any other armor, you don't have to give me as much armor as you've given. Technically, you don't have to give me the amount of weapons that you've given me. I need to find a place to actually store half this crap. Because how am I doing on weight? Yes, very, very poorly. Hello? Why am I unable to get there? Also, I forgot to hit this, because I'm stupid. Was there a chest or anything down here? Nice chest. As long as this doesn't break like the other place that I did, I should be fine. I'm gonna keep the plasma cannon. How much damage does the plasma cannon do? A decent amount. But I think the plasma cannon only fires one shot at a time, doesn't it? So it doesn't... I don't know, we can play with it. I can aim with it, though. Which is a stark advantage. Because ice shots would be fantastic. There might have been another companion that I could have gotten with, like, the... if I went with the Empire or whatever. However, they turned me away at the gate, so fuck them. I won't have to worry about ghoul patrols soon enough anyway. Assumedly. Look, it looks like we really found something with those base coordinates. But do you really think you used to be a ghoul? Oh. Oh. That's actually something that got revealed, I guess. Damn. If I was in the condition that ghoul from the Hunters was in, I'd be speaking all kinds of shit too. Matter of fact, if I was in his condition, I'd have already kicked the bucket. I don't know. I haven't got a clue what to think. Guess this is the only place where we can find the truth. So we don't really have a choice. That's life for you. You sure you want to go with me? It's going to be dangerous. Wherever you go, danger's always... Oh, I thought that I was talking to one of the... Also, I didn't get a single power armor guy with me. Wherever you go, danger's always right around the corner. But damn it, I wouldn't want it any other way. This is the place where we find the right asses that need kicking. I really, really wish that you would wear something other than your jacket, though. And the longer I've been away, the more I realize how much I care for the rotten place. Alright. Ow! A whole hit point? You asshole. Oh, right, my energy weapons isn't nearly as high as my freaking big guns. Anyone want to come out of the door? Really? I don't have a shot on him? Next. Really did wind up playing D&D today. Bryce knows that any more than a single goddamned enemy in each turn, and you're just gonna wind up spending 7 hours waiting for everyone to move. Let's try this. Yeah, that definitely works. Oh, hey, a level. Let's get those energy weapons up. Guess we'll put the last point into Doctor. I have my doubts that we're going to really run into enough enemies to... Again, if you had sent me a dude with power armor, we might have gotten through scot-free. I'm not carrying these fucking things. We'll take that. Also, he said that there was a group of rocks with a robe in it. Find the robe Thomas told you about. It's another Children of the Cathedral robe, it looks like. I think? Did I hand the other robe back to... What's-her-face? Also, I'm going to regret walking into this room, aren't I? With the entire crew deciding to follow me. Take that Nuka-Cola, though. Is there nothing special about the computer? On one hand, I want to plant explosives against this in order to flush them out. On the other hand... I feel like I'd get freaking body blocked by my allies and not be able to get out the door and blow myself up as a result. Ah, dumbass. Alright, single file line, everyone. You idiot. Really, really wish that you had... Alright. Get rid of them. Yeah, that'll work. He's unconscious. If I aim for him, that one should be killed as well. Nice job, dumbass. Nice shot. Oh my god, I just realized. Oh no. This guy's in my way as far as getting a decent shot. Oh, I also just can't slide by. How hard was that hit? Hey, that's a murder bot back there. How are you looking? Not good. Okay, I need to... I need to move in first. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up with a bunch of dead allies. What is... Science is 1, 2, 3, 7. Is a repair that I needed. All right. I'm gonna take one more step forward, and then... I hope that my allies don't just freaking run forward and get themselves killed. Nice job, dumbass. I get that, like, the idea was to do stealth for this segment, but... does not make the fact that this becomes a slog afterward any better. That's 2 body blocks. Shooting at this guy might genuinely wind up leading to him surviving the first barrage. Just due to the amount of bullets that are going to be dissipated between here and there. Damn. He'll stim pack. No, he didn't stim pack. I'm surprised. He decided that he wanted to shoot. This dude's going to get absolutely demolished. Oh my fucking god. Nice shot, dumbass. Alright, I do want to... Yeah, I had a feeling that... Out of ammo. Nice shot. Genuine. Can I get myself at an angle that I'm not going to just shred my own ally? Yeah, I can. I have my doubts that shooting a robot, or punching a robot, is exactly going to do a whole lot. Granted, I was also an unarmed build for the longest portion of this, so... Damn. I was hoping that I'd have enough spray in order to tag the guy in front of me. A nice of you to join us. Also, it's amazing that, like... Okay, this dude might have, like, soundproofing on this, but this dude doesn't freaking hear any of this. Reload. I'll take 2 steps in a direction. I really hope that murder bot doesn't activate. That might be one of the few things that I'd actually be worried about at this point, is the murder bot. Yeah, your determination's gonna get you killed, dumbass. Warned him. Alright, what are we rocking here? Just a laser rifle. Yours is a Gatling laser, at least. Also, Jesus Christ, 2 super stim packs. I find it very funny that the Robo-Brains just carry around standard weapons. Hello, plasma rifle. Yoink. I have a plasma cannon, so I'm going to be using that over you, but hi. What do you mean he's blocked? Block that. Really? Oh, right, that guy ran out this way. He actually did finally hear the freaking commotion going on. I want to know if the murder bot's active. Appear to be. Apparently missing some components. What components? Technical blueprints for this robot, unable to determine what exactly works since you cannot tell what. Alright. Alright, I'll take the toolkit. The blueprint's gotta be around here somewhere. Take that. I'll take both, I guess. Cecilia sent me a reminder that service robot and canteen is broken. Entry is written, big time gaps consist mostly of complaints about the amount of difficulty of work. Diagrams are detailed to give a complete description of a whole security robot, but you don't understand a lot of important sections. CPU card, 9 items found in computer lab. Level red 4, motivator not found. Was the motivator the thing that I had? No, I have a plasma transformer. Why did you expect that to do anything? Cannot rest at this location. Oh, that sucks. Nothing of note on this computer. What the fuck? Just happened. How much health am I even missing? 15? Okay. I have a strange feeling that I'm not going to have much difficulty around here. Ow! That shit hurt. Uh-oh. Okay. Of course my ally decided that she wanted to freaking stand next to the enemy. Hey, you know, you would probably survive a little bit better if you know, did a little thing called wearing fucking armor. Alright. Oh no, he's got a sledgehammer. Alright, switch back to this. I'm gonna start migrating my way this way. What are you going for? You know, if the hunters are doing their thing, I'm fine with them getting themselves killed. I wish that my ally was not trying to get herself killed. She really is going to get herself killed. Please push my ally out of my way. I hope that I have enough points to interact with this. Probably one of the worst designed freaking nice freaking collat, I guess. I'm surprised that no one else between me and him died. Oh, cool. I'm going to get body blocked by quote-unquote allies. Your priority target. You're wearing power armor. That's more like it. Time for me to get pelted with rocks. Where are you going? Don't shoot my dog! Why are you equipped with a weapon you can't fire? You're still alive! Thank you! The rest of this is going to be a lot of collats. Oh, nice. You're standing right in front of me? Right in front of where my barrels are going to be pointing in 2 seconds? I hope you made peace with whatever god you actually, follow. Also, hi, Bill. How you doing tonight? Fuck. I don't really care about my mutant hunters. I just want to keep an eye on my allies. I don't know where my dog is right now. One moment. Need to bring my MIU back to the front because I have a difficult time keeping an eye on. Don't shoot my dog! Who is that idiot, and why in God's green earth is he... using hand-to-hand against guys in power armor? That one. Alright, I'm gonna slowly start migrating my way this way over my next few turns so that I can actually get a line of sight on the two power armor dudes here without all of my allies being in the way. Don't shoot my dog! $52 out of 135. 77 out of 141. Oh, when did you guys get here? Where did you come from? What are you rocking? Another plasma rifle. I'll take the ammo from it. Oh, did both of these guys land on top of each other? How can I not shoot that? Oh, cool. Okay, I can. Nice. I'm doing alright. It was a bit warmer today than I would have liked, but overall I'm doing alright. And hopefully we're going to be finishing this up tonight. I actually freaking... I don't like the structure of that elevator at all. That computer terminal right next to that probably shuts that off. Pulse grenade. And I guess that there are a decent number of robots around here. Oh. Meaning this is probably empty if it's not... Yeah. If it wasn't locked before, it's probably empty. Oh. Okay. You know, just go have lunch or whatever. Hold up, let me reload. Thank you. How are you not dead from both of those? Please don't shoot me in the back with that. I beg. Alright, swap out for this because I've got nothing but allies in front of me. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Oh wait, no. That was the sound of her getting hit. Never mind. Alright, there doesn't seem to be any more power armor dudes around, so... The rest of the cleanup should be... not too bad. Aside from waiting 7 years between turns. Is that an enemy? No, that is an ally. All my boys just piling in on each other. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Is that dude actually considered a combatant right now? Or can I knock out combat? Nope, he is active. I love how there's that one ghoul back there that's just kind of vibing. He's still just trying to do his job despite all this shit going on. Please, I want you all to funnel down that way to bully that one ghoul. That way you're not in my way, and I can actually use the weapon that I want to use. I can use 4 here. Should have probably taken the opportunity to reload there. Don't shoot my ally! Yeah, he's not gonna be available till next turn. Meaning I might as well just freaking switch to this. Because otherwise I'm just gonna hit my ally in the back of the head. Or allies, because they all pile in like a bunch of Tyranids. Hit him anyway. Just bully him. The dude's wearing a robe. He can't be that difficult. I like that. Is there anyone around here carrying shit that I actually want? You had grenades, it seemed like. Oh, you had a grenade launcher. I see. Laser pistol I can buy. Wait, what? Oh, that was a stim pack. Plasma pistol I cannot buy. I don't really care about the miniature cell. The laser rifle, that's not what I'm after. I was after the stim pack that was on the ground. I do want the ammo out of this, though. Don't care. Don't care. That's not what I'm aiming for. I want... I really don't feel like equipping your protection drones with grenade launchers is exactly the brightest of ideas. Hey, motivator. What do you want to eat? Who are you? What do you mean, who am I? I'm Cecilia. I'm in charge of the kitchen. Look, if you're not here for food, piss off. What do you have here? You can see, can't you? She points to some pots full of various food, mostly suspicious-looking mixtures and unappealing mushes. Actually, I'm not hungry. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Pretty much unarmed. No real point in me freaking waiting for him to actually fight. The antidotes become increasingly useless as you start ignoring rad scorpions. Probably nothing in here. Nothing of worth in there. Oh my fucking god. Can I please? Really? You guys couldn't open the door in order to... Please get it on my way. Very useful. And this is gonna be empty. It's not empty. I will take that rope. Put these in here. Take this. Forgot how heavy rope is. I talk to you through the wall. I can't. Can you carry this? I'll come back for the rope if I need it. I will go back up and put the motivator in that murder drone, though. Where the fuck did you come from? What hostile? Alright, motivator into the robot. Missing a CPU card, motivator, and a minigun. Thanks to the schematics, you can determine... Well, I didn't want to murder drone anyway. Means that they can't do it. That motivator is fused in there now. Alright, I'm gonna get pulled into combat immediately out the gate, right? You fucking mind, dude? Nice miss, dumbass. You I can shoot. You don't have any of my allies right next to you. I care significantly less about the mutant hunters. They literally are just getting in my way half the time. Especially the guy that just keeps freaking deciding to fist fight all the robots and power armor dudes. I reloaded, what? How did I chew through all of my minigun ammo already? Alright. Okay, that was the ghoul that got murdered. There's those guys again. Gonna wind up with 1,000,000 corpses on the ground just from these guys respawning. Security failed, deactivated. There. Hopefully that sticks. What the fuck? Yeah, we'll move to stream save too. I need to get more ammo though. Brad's corpse? Fuck no. Ghoul Patrol? Nah. Ghoul Patrol attacked by mutant hunters. Ghoul Patrol. I cannot believe that I chewed through all of my ammo. I had over 1,500 rounds of ammunition. Eh. Shave off 20. Corinth, I think, is the only other place that carries 5 mil. do kind of wish that I had freaking whatever that one skill is, Scout or whatever. The one that speeds up my movement across the overworld. I wonder how much of my carrying weight is fucking caps. I think caps weigh something in this. I know ammo does. Show me what we got. Give me that. Give me that. Give me those. I'm a bit better on weight at least. I guess we could go to Seed It. I don't know if Seed It has ammo is the problem. At least not minigun ammo, I mean. Always the fucking Wanderers. Jesus Christ. Main Street. I know that Rat Hole doesn't have the kinds of ammo that I'm after, for sure. Alright. I finally trade in the rest of this pile of buff out. And a little extra. 82. There. Ugh. Ammo. And we'll pass by Albuquerque again, so we might as well just travel there. Maybe it's resupplied. If nothing else, it'll give us a place to save before we go back down into the nest. God. These Wanderers really, really are breeding like rabbits out here. Oh no, a pack of wild dogs. They really need my help. More Wanderers. least Rad Scorpions is something different. I am kind of glad that I at least have the Outdoorsman skill to ignore these. If I had like 20 Outdoorsmen instead of 100, 109, I'd freaking have to actually deal with each and every one of these. I know, what a surprise. How you doing tonight though, Candy? Actually, do I have anything on me? 74 stim packs. Carrie, I need to grab stuff off of you. Oh, you do have the other robe. And 2 rocket launchers for some reason. I say, what do you mean I can't carry that much? Alright. Bullets. I don't really need the plastique, to be honest. Alright, we are rocking about 1,200 more rounds. Maybe that'll be enough to clear floor 3. I hope so, because Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know if I could deal with doing another caravan cycle just to get more freaking minigun ammo. I need to play a Zomboid at some point. I was gifted it, but I never actually have gotten around to playing it yet. That might just be due to its isometric nature, though. Please don't tell me there's actually 7 floors to this. I really don't want to... Guess it's a good thing I saved. I think that the worst thing about what I know about Zomboid is that people choose things that make it even more masochism. 7 floors of loot is much more exciting when I actually, you know, have space for the loot. I also just have everything that I want. Also, It's not even a problem of 7 floors of loot. It's the fact that it's 7 floors of wait 10 actual minutes between each of your turns, because we put 30 enemies on this floor in a turn-based game. Oh, right. The actual... I guess there are a few security robots still kind of sitting around here on this floor. Oh. The one in particular that I really want to not have to deal with. How he didn't get hit by any of the bullets that just went past him, I'll never know, but okay. I hit him from here. Can I hit him from here? Having an absurdly high gun skill in whatever you're using is fun. I mean, it really is, though, at the point where nobody carries enough money in order to buy half the loot that I'm grabbing. And... the only thing that I, like, am even actively trying to get half the time is ammo. Nice job shooting your own ally, dumbass. Are those active combatants? Oh, great. Please just kill them fast. It's active now. What? Lizzie rifle. This dude's in power armor, only wielding a freaking pistol. Never actually played XCOM. Heard good things. Alright, can I get to here before you auto-pull me into combat? Cool. Why are you running? All these computers are useless. This one more useful? At least the alarm's not audible. Locomotor system was removed for being redundant, but the operative arms were upgraded. Can you guys... I fucking hate each and every one of you. That's a lot of people. You fucking get out of my way, dude. Alright, a lot of power armor dudes. I'm gonna pee real quick, I'll be right back. I don't know if I plan on actually dealing with this floor. Let's see here. Is there anyone of note around here? Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't notice you there, and I don't know how you didn't notice me here. Feeling. Okay, there's the machine. Place some plastic explosives on that end. That must be our man. So what's on floor 7? Let you turn the corner for me. Don't go over there, you dumbass. Fine, you know what? Dogpile him, whatever. Oh good, you're going over there. Only got 100 points of health, so... As long as they're not fucking stupid. I kind of don't want... Okay. Well, if we're gonna play that game, I'm shutting off this freaking... these force fields. But don't do it! Oh, level up. I'm gonna do that thing that I said. I'm gonna find the living anatomy. Do +5 damage per attack to living creatures. I think that +5 might actually be worth. Goodbye. I'm just gonna stand in the doorway, that way my freaking allies that I care about don't... Out of range. Alright, fine. Next turn they're gonna be freaking clumped together enough to where I can do this. If I just control a doorway, they can't do shit. And it keeps my allies from going out and getting themselves killed. It's efficient room clearing, though. Really? What do you mean, blocked? I have perfect line of sight on him. Brotherhood technology. Did he hear? Is he actually on the move now? No. I took a turn. Door appears to be locked. Lock the door, then lock the lockers. Better be something good in these. More plasma transformers? A baton, a sledgehammer, and a ripper. Power armor. But they're rocking this shit. That's goofy. Oh my fucking god. Can you guys, like, not block doorways every time? Okay, if I locked the lock, there's no point in unlocking it, because if it's unlocked to start with, then... Destroy this machine, and assumedly kill this guy. He's the only human around here, so I'm assuming he's the big bad. Do I not have... Hand me some of that plastique that I've been giving you this entire game. Alright, everyone. Clear the room. Probably didn't need to set it for a minute, but... I don't even know if this will wind up working. Probably should have set it for 30 seconds. Yep. No model change. How the fuck do I get to you? Door here. Yeah, that is a door. Of course. Alright. Lock this doorway. I'd rather my allies not freaking run dick first into the enemy. And then make it to where I can't hit him. Computer security terminal. No. All right. What's behind blue door then? Deactivate the robots. Deactivate the force fields. Hey! I clicked first, dickhead! You know what? If you want to run out that way, be my guest. Me? I'm gonna wait for them to turn the corner. Okay. I don't have my absurd freaking energy weapons bonus currently. Why? Why was I selected on that? Deactivate. Deactivate. Ran out of ammo again. Wish that these guys freaking had normal miniguns instead of the goddamned Gatling lasers. Why? They're inactive. Okay, well, I've reached a point where I'm About at capacity. My hero out here fist fighting robots. I'm glad that deactivating the robots meant nothing to these guys. I shot dumbass. Can I mark us out of combat yet? No, because all the ghouls in here are considered combatants. You piece of shit. It would be so easy. It would be so easy to just shoot him in the back. I mean, I'm literally liquefying them, so... I love how they're classified as combatants, but they're all just running away. So rather than me actually doing this because I want to kill them, I literally just want to be able to classify myself as out of combat. How did I miss? That's a 95. What do you mean my aim is blocked? Finally. Good lord. Computer. 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 Of course the door's locked. Why would the door not be locked? If I use the lockpick set on the door, do I get a bonus to attempted lockpicks? What do you mean? Oh my god. Oh. My instinct was right. I should have saved while I was trying to freaking unlock that. All right. Quick enough on the draw this time. Also, who did I knock unconscious? I don't feel as if anyone should be alive to be knocked unconscious. I'm too old for this shit, in fact. I've never been any good at it. He's gonna be able to slip past me, isn't he? What an asshole! I mean, I have to go after these ones because they're all shit at fighting, so... Oh, he is body blocking me, though. Good fucking lord, dude. You ever considered actually not being shit at your job? Unfortunately, I have to shoot them all in the face a second time, because I didn't save and I jammed a lock. Alright, run down here. Oh good, you moved into a spot. Oh good, you both moved into a spot where I can shoot you. What do you mean? What is classified as a combatant right now? Everyone's dead. Yo, what up? Okay, I'm not allowed to freaking converse with this dude. Can I repair that my ass? Uranium nuclear reactor service terminal reactor condition is normal. Status. Eject control rods. Critical reactor overheating would be imminent. Action can be authorized only from main computer on Red 5. Oh my fucking god, dude. Well, I get to play which computer does anything. Okay, pulse grenade, not terribly helpful, but okay. That's just a security terminal. I highly doubt that this has anything of note in it. Did I fucking break my hand or something? I'm radiated. That one I'm not as worried about, though. Thank you. God damn. Junk. What is the point in having 100+ lockpick if I'm freaking unable to open a basic locker? Oh. That's worthless to me. Yeah, I wish that this had forced lock. What's going on? Who are you? You're reborn, right? Yes, I'm the 12th. And you could see that if only the number on my back wasn't already worn out. Points to the man lying on the floor. And he's the 11th. 13th. Has my stay in here left a mark on me so strong that you didn't recognize me? And what are you doing here, actually? Do you know, at first I hated you, because you ended up here after your escape, but now I understand why you did it. I should have done it too, when I still had a chance. Lost my memory. Maybe you could help me recall a few things. What do you mean you ended up here because of me? We'll start, show negative effects. Everybody thinks that they're taken good care of, but we're going to finish our lives here painlessly. But the truth is that we're glad we even get something to eat. Tenth was already here, turn to goop, blah blah blah. But I won't let my chance slip again, the chance to quickly kill myself while I still have the strength to do that. Rolls up his sleeve on his right hand and exposes a large section of his arm with no skin, revealing just a pulsating muscle. Decomposition of his cell has already started. I can do it now, thanks to you. You gave me the resolve, and that means that I'll take a gun from the guards. I would like to be alone doing it. Wish you luck to put a good use to what time you have left. What do you mean I cannot get there? Oh, it's because I'm locked in a corner by my allies that the mod author thought would be helpful and are only hindering me. A locker on the wall. Not terribly helpful, but something. I need to get in this door. It's what I need. Yeah, it is. I'm not irradiated, so I'm not freaking taking a debuff from that. Gary. Give me one of these. Come on, kids. Away from the explosive. I swear, the amount of explosives they give me, and none of them actually fucking do anything. Well, that was the idea. Ba ba ba. Jam the lock on the door. Authorized only from the main computer in Red 5. Sealed and impossible to open it, and that checks out. Alright, what is... The main computer's gotta be this one here. Fuck you. Alright, are you gonna say anything to me? The 13th. You strike at the very heart of the rebirth with mutant hunters at your side. Your treason is reached its highest level possible. Something like that can't be forgiven under any circumstance. That face, the voice, even the gestures, all of them must have been lodged deep in your memory because you recognized them at once. The Savior. Time for you to die. Really? You're fist fighting me. Are you like... Mega Power Fist. Okay. You have 500 hit points? Maybe you should have left your helmet on, dickhead. Founder and leader of the Rebirth, determined to reach the final goal, Rebirth at all costs. Take him while he's down, I guess. And he's dead. What the fuck? Make a power fist. You had a plasma gat and you decided to fight me with your fists. Are you dumb or stupid? He didn't want a fair fight. And it was a fair fight until I blasted plasma bolts into his eyes. $30 to $50. Andrew Raymond? A lot of fucking words, dude. That's a lot of fucking words. Of course I can't get there because all of my fucking allies are in my way again. Welcome to the external terminal of the main computer. This terminal was created for your comfort. It replaces the standard access panel without limitations to any functions. To gain access, you must insert a security card. Security card accepted. Access granted. This is a unique structure created by Vault-Tec specifically for the complex. Somewhere between most advanced computers and artificial intelligence. Uh-huh. Current status: main computer does not report any malfunction. All systems working without any problems. Set time and mode of countdown. 5 minutes, silent countdown. You really want to start the self-destruct? Yes. Oh, right, there was a floor full of innocents. Oh well. Oh my fucking god, I'm going to die because my allies refuse to get out of my way for 2 seconds. $260. It's not disregard, I forgot. There's that random dude again. Oh, shit. This is very copyrighted.
I'll never smile.
One moment. I was bald? Nice ass, though. You know what they say, The explosion completely destroyed the Rebirth base and killed many unsuspecting ghouls and their prisoners. Whoops. Chat reflects, the chance for Rebirth became just a sad memory for ghouls. After that, there was no one that could successfully revive the hope in the ghouls, even though there were those that tried to from time to time. You didn't know how much time you had left, but it was certainly not much. I mean, I spent a decade just grinding levels, so mild pain at first, signs of decay in the tissue after the rebirth were undeniable proof of that. So you left into the wasteland. Alone and armed only with a pistol. What about my plasma gat? Reconcile with your fate and your life, and the painful and several weeks long death catches up with you. Julian had no reason to stay in the rat hole. When he and his people left, the city disappeared. Julian felt responsible for his people, though they were practically a band of killers, and intended to look at... Okay, under his command, they became the feared Raider Band. That was the only way they could make a living. Oops. Peaceful life in New Hope did not change after your visit. Small village with aging inhabitants had no hope for the future, and when the residents died off, it disappeared forever. I didn't get the quest in order to save it, because they refused to mention the caravan thing. Without Father Malcolm's shop in Rodriguez's casino, the life in Lost Town died down. All that survived were rumors that raiders were hiding somewhere below. I killed the raiders! Twice! Taking over Frederick's company wasn't easy for Tim. He had to face many challenges, but he managed to keep Frederick's dream afloat. The company wasn't serious competition for others, but it was always managed to find customers who preferred safe routes and cheap service. Carrie spent most of her time on the road. She made a living as a trader and a gunslinger. She doesn't use guns! She refuses! She uses shitty knives! She had no interest in returning to seed it. As the head of the company, Dmitri continued to be more than willing to send caravans through even the most dangerous areas. The company lost several customers and employees because of that, but they persevered. There was always someone willing to send goods as fast as possible, no matter the cost, and someone willing to risk it. Without clear and decisive leadership, the Imperial City couldn't withstand the Hunters' assault. All of Albuquerque belonged to the Hunters, who rule it with cruelty. Oops. Ruthlessly exterminate all mutants in and around the city, as well as anyone who resists them. Pubs, brothels, casinos, and other establishments popular with the Hunters now thrive here. Could be worse. By killing the super mutants that camped the Hunter base, you managed to cut short their journey east. Well, what do you do? Most super mutants that ever appeared in New Mexico met a similar fate. Whatever their intent, people killed them on sight. Maybe he shouldn't have tried to freaking get me to betray the only person that was willing to give me anything. And back to copyrighted music. Why put me there, and why give me a level up if you're just going to freaking kick me out? That was a pretty fun mod. Fucking brutal. But that was to be expected. I went in there expecting brutality, so I guess that is what it is. But enjoyable. Even if I did have to freaking grind and cheese my way through a not small amount of it because every enemy was given freaking, like, maximum in whatever gun skill they had, and also night vision, so night fighting was only bad for me. Let me make sure that game audio is... Oh, I actually have to manually swap over there so it actually shows up. Hop over to this. There. I wish that I could give myself cybernetic implants to give myself night vision. Rogue Trader style. Well, actually, I think it's any of the 40k systems. The FFG 40k systems. And it's 1 a.m. So we actually did wind up running about the 4 hours that I normally would. All Marines get it for free. But I also don't freaking care to play as a Marine in most cases. I especially have, you know, PTSD over Space Marines anyway because of the Rogue Trader game. Where one player refused to play anything other than Deathwatch classes that he quote-unquote converted, translation brought directly over. Let's see. It's been a bit since I've rated Q. If I can hit up Q. I know that some people have recently disabled a lot of their rating because of the bot problem on Twitch. But Q's doing another shooty game. No, Q from James Bond. I mean, the big problem is that since Twitch has actually started taking some steps against bots, people have increased the amount of bot shit that they've been doing to try and get people into trouble. So people have been disabling a lot of their raids and whatnot. There's been like 3 different people over the past month that I've tried to raid into and then ran face first into, sorry, this person doesn't have perms on for you to raid them. Yeah, it is ironic. Fucking ads, dude. Do I have any other real announcements? Not particularly. Tomorrow's break day, but I may stream on other sites. We may do some art over there. For like BTS stuff, behind the scenes stuff. Let me make sure that I can actually raid into you. Cool, that actually works. I'm not sure what we're gonna do on Monday, considering we finished this. I genuinely don't have any ideas off the top of my head. Maybe we do conscript. Maybe we do... I don't know. We'll figure it out. That being said, that's gonna be for me tonight. If you want to know what I'm going to do, there's the socials. You can join the Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, or follow me on Twitter in order to keep doing things such as when I go live, what I'm going live with, and art like you see in the corner. I think that's everything. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the follows, raids, all that good jazz, and I will see you guys potentially even tomorrow. If nothing else, then on Monday. Love y'all. Bye.